The world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from gloomy California, Los Angeles. 65 degrees and cloudy here in California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and go there and phone bank for change you can believe in. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Where were we? All right, let's get to Israel. Not having a good time. Not the best time for Israel, let's be real, okay? Not a great time for Israel. So, starting off, JD Vance has been doing the tour. Man, shut the fuck up about Itamar Ben-Gvir's post. I have it, okay? Yes, he's a fucking Nazi. I know. It's right here, okay? I know what he said. I have seen it. I read it on stream. Oh my God. Fucking Heil Hitler at it again. I know. Newsflash. Stop the fucking presses. Stop spamming it. Don't ignore the Ben-Gvir post. You have to see this post. Sorry, please don't yell at me. I'll cry. Stop crying. Jesus Christ. Newsflash. The fattest Nazi around is not just Randy Fine, it's Itamar Ben-Gvir as well. And he's being a fucking Nazi again. I know. Too late, man. Already crowed. Wow. How uncharacteristic of the guy who is a part of the Jewish Power Party. Like white power, okay? Did you see the tweet he twote? Yes. For every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. All of Lebanon must burn. With all disrespect to the Americans, Israel must make it clear to the entire world that the blood of our sons and the security of our citizens are not forfeit. All of Lebanon must burn. Our supreme duty is to protect the citizens of Israel and the soldiers of the IDF. And this commitment takes precedence over every other consideration. I told the prime minister, even in our private meetings, for every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. Enough with the ping pong. In the Middle East, you don't win with measured response and restraint. You need to go berserk to obliterate, to crush the terror. Meanwhile, for the record, Israel has been following through on trying to spoil this memorandum of understanding to the best of their ability. And obviously, we're going to get to that. Truanon says, everyone always freaks out about this guy, but he's barely even a government minister who tightly controls the police and the prison system. Yeah, this is a random guy, right? Oh, turns out Sayed Abbas Arakshi, the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic of Iran, says this is not a rant by a random genocidal lunatic. It's a public post by the national security minister of the Israeli regime. The genocidal death cult headquartered in Tel Aviv is a threat to all of humanity. It threatens all humans. Its only interest is permanent war. Retweet. All right. Yeah, Israel is perfectly comfortable being the villain, being the permanent villain of mankind. And that's the thing I want to talk about a little bit. Like Israel is almost relishing in this opportunity to be a fucking asshole. Okay? They're not really aware of how people perceive them. Very strange behavior. But Vice President JD Vance is certainly taking advantage of this by going on his fuck Israel tour right now, for the record. He was supposed to be in Geneva today. He was supposed to be flying to Switzerland today. He's not. Now he has more opportunities to go on fucking podcasts and talk about how Israel sucks dick. I don't want you to assume that this means anything, especially considering that Israel has already spoiled the deal and Iran has refused to fly out to Geneva. They were supposed to be in Geneva today. JD Vance was supposed to be in Geneva today, and neither party has gone. And that is because Israel did not abide by the ceasefire and continued to blow up Lebanon. And there has been a swift response by Hezbollah in the process as well. Matthew Petty says, so the U.S. president is a boomer fanatic for Israel, but his Gen X vice president is uncomfy with Netanyahu and has strong words about how maybe the status quo is untenable. That's completely new. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, I mean, he's joking, saying this is Brandon 2.0. It will stay Brandon 2.0 if they don't follow on a commitment. Okay? If they don't follow on the commitment, it will be Brandon 2.0. We cannot let this be a red line that turns into nothing, okay? Anyway. Yeah. Glenn Greenwald says, by the way, if you compared Bankivier's text here to Nazism, you're at an American university as either a professor or student. You can't be punished under the new IHRA, International Holocaust Remembrance Association hate speech codes for anti-Semitism that Trump imposed on U.S. academic institutions. It bans that. Yeah. That's literally one of the reasons why they say I'm a fucking anti-Semite. Okay? A reminder that rhetoric and ideology to Nazism. A reminder that the reason why Zionists call me an anti-Semite, smear me as an anti-Semite, is because I correctly compared his rhetoric and ideology to Nazism. Anyway, so there's that. There you go. I posted that. Which by the way, here it is. It's not just my comparison. I mean, here's the historical significance of this. Nazis killed 100 Serbs per dead German. On October 21st, 1941, Nazi soldiers killed about 4,000 people as a part of an atonement exercise in occupied Serbia. The victims came from all walks of life. Children were among them. Okay? This is how you campaign in Israel. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz on Lebanon. The entire first line of the Lebanese villages have been destroyed. We are destroying all the houses. The residents will never see them standing before their eyes again. Huh. Interesting. Oh, so there is no security consideration here. Got it. There's no security consideration whatsoever. It's just pure fucking... it's pure conquest. It's pure revenge. Interesting. Huh. Trump told Israel to calm down and use their head. Yeah, this doesn't mean anything until they actually follow through. Once again, President Trump told NBC News that he spoke with Israeli officials on Friday, urging a ceasefire with Hezbollah. You just got to calm down sometimes and use your head, he stated. Trump declined to confirm if he spoke directly with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This will turn into a Brandon Rafa red line if they don't actually fucking have something actionable to back it up with. Okay? Donald Trump and the entire American foreign policy apparatus has to pounce on Israel. From this point on, they have to see Israel as no longer the most important ally, no longer an asset, but maybe even an adversary. Okay? Mean words and phone conversations where you say, calm down, is only going to maybe make you look good for a brief moment in the domestic audience, right? Americans will go, oh, finally, Trump is being the big dog here, right? But if you don't have any material demands that follow through, if you don't make significant changes with how you are dealing with Israel going forward from this point on, you will look like a weak fucking fool. Israel loves making American leadership look like weak fools. And for the record, Israel will take on that role of the spoiler, and John Hudson reports. Here's John Hudson's scoop for Washington Post. He's a diplomacy and national security guy for Washington Post.